Hi, friends. A very good evening to all of you and a warm welcome on the YouTube channel as well as the application of BYJU'S Exam Prep. Now, my dear friends, in our efforts that we are making for all of you in taking one step ahead towards the CAT examination, we are making all the efforts so that all of you will have some good practice questions as and when you are going and you are moving forward towards the CAT examination. Now, we know that all of you are being very persistent for your preparation, and all of you are making 100% efforts while you are doing preparation since last so many months. I can see the names of some of the familiar students that have attended, that have always been present in my sessions that I have conducted on YouTube as well as the application of BYJU'S Exam Prep. So friends, welcome back once again on the application as well as the channel of BYJU'S Exam Prep. Now, friends, in today's session, uh, like this particular series, the CAT 2023 crash course we have started recently. And in today's session, we will be taking on one of the, I can say that, the most important area for LRDI section, grid-based questions. Now, grid-based questions, if you look at the history of CAT, I'll not tell you to go decades back. No, I'm just asking you to look at the paper of last year, the year before that, 2020, 2019. In every year, you will see that there has been at least one question that is asked from grid-based problems. All right. So today, like keeping all these things into mind, keeping all the important topics that have been asked in CAT previously, I have I have made two different sets which are based on grid-based questions. Now, generally, what we see in grid-based questions is there is a grid that is given to you, an incomplete grid of numbers. So they will say that some data has been compiled, and because of some technical error in the computer while evaluating this data, some data got missing, and they need our help to basically fill in or to determine all the missing values of the data. So this is the story that they make up in every examination. So whatever the story behind this is, you don't have to give very importance to give any importance to that story, but the important thing is to fill up those numbers in the grid. All right. Now, generally the numbers that we'll have to fill, they are very small numbers. Okay, so basically these grid type of questions are not very calculative, but they are very logical. And in most of these questions, we need to explore more than one cases. All right. So while you are filling these numbers, you will understand that, you will get to understand that there may be more than one possibility to fill any particular cell or any particular number of cells, right? Now we'll have to explore all the possibilities and move according to that, right? So you must consider all the possibilities that can come, that can be filled in a particular cell. So while exploring all these possibilities, you will make different cases. It may be possible that you will have to make different tables as well, or what you can do is you can explore the cases one by one and find out if the case fits into the conditions that are given in the questions or not. All right. So friends, today we shall start with the grid based questions, and we'll try to ace this particular type of questions. All right. So there are some students who are watching me live on the YouTube channel. There are some students who are watching me on the application as well. So good evening, everyone. So I can see a lot of names on the application. So lots of students are there in the application. Rakshana, you're saying that, can we say that this is sort of caselets? No, not at all, Rakshana. These are not at all caselets. So there will be a table that will be given to you, and you'll have to fill in the missing cells in that table. All right. Should we attempt grid-based questions in actual CAT, as there would be many cases? Nivedita, you are right that there will be plenty of cases. The complexity of this type of questions is a little higher, but that is the thing with most of the questions of LRDI. which are asked in CAT examination. All right. So don't be afraid of these grid type questions. Just make sure that you are practicing enough number of questions before your CAT examination so that you feel confident and must attempt these questions in the exam. All right. The return of these questions is much higher as compared to the return of other questions. There are less number of conditions that we'll have to deal with. It's just if you are comfortable in dealing with numbers, then you can go ahead and solve this type of questions. All right. Okay. Good evening, Divagar. Good evening, Nadin Palli. Good evening, Yash, Tanushri, Sonali, Samruddhi, Tarun, Kush, Mohan, Sunny. All of you, a very, very good evening. All right. So now, without wasting any time, let us come to the point and start solving these questions. Okay. Now, we'll be taking on two different sets, right? Now, the first set has, I think, 5 questions, and the second set has 2 questions. Okay. So, once we are able to complete the table, then the questions will be very easy to answer. Okay. So, the main focus will be completing the table. Now, for both the sets, I'll be giving you 5 minutes to compile the data, and then I will spend another 5 to 6 minutes in discussing the solution of that set. All right. So all of you be ready. The first set will appear on your screen in a few moments. If you look at the weightage in CAT of this particular area, then last 5 year trend clarifies these things. So the last year we have seen one complete set in the first slot as well as the third slot. The year before that, this type of question was missing, but you can see the history. So in 2020, there were two sets. In 2019, there were 2 sets. In 2018, it appeared in one of the slots. So yes, invariably we have seen at least one set coming up in CAT examination. All right. Okay, friends. So friends, on your screen will be practice set number 1 in a few moments. I'll give you a few seconds. I will give you, no, not few seconds, a few minutes, let's say 4 or 5 minutes to read, understand the data, to work on that data, compile and complete the table that will be given. All right. So the first set on your screen now. Now, all of you must read this data very carefully. Every line is important. Okay. Now read the instructions given below and answer the questions that follow it. Anukul, Abhirup, Abhigyan, Asim, and Anjani each had some yellow, green, red, and blue marbles. The total number of marbles with them is 100, and you can verify it from the table as well. The number of marbles of any color with each of them varies from 1 to 10. So the values that we'll be filling here in this table will be starting from 1 up till 10. The number of marbles of every color is distinct for all the 5 people. Now, this is one of the most important statements of this question. I don't know how you are going to interpret this statement, but it is very important to correctly understand this statement. All right. So this is the most important statement. The number of marbles of every color is distinct for all the 5 people. Okay. So horizontally, the numbers should be distinct, or vertically, the numbers should be distinct. This is what you will have to identify. All right. I'll leave it on you. Now, the following table has partial information about the distribution of marbles among the friends. Okay. So this is the first set of information that we have in our hand. Okay. Now read it. I'll stay on this information for another few seconds, and then we'll go to the second slide where the remaining amount of data is given, and the table will also be there on the second slide. Okay, so don't have to worry. So basic information that you need to understand is these are 5 people. They have 4 types of marbles, 4 different colors. The total number of marbles in total. So if you can look at this column, the total is 100. The total should be 100. The number of marbles of any color with each of them varies from 1 to 10. So the values that you'll be filling will be starting from 1 up till 10. Important line, just quickly interpret this. The number of marbles of every color is distinct for all the 5 people. The number of marble of every color, yellow, the number of marbles of yellow color will be distinct for all the 5 people. I have given you the hint. Okay, let's move on to the second slide. Now, these are some extra information, extra conditions which are given on your screen. Read each and every statement and fill in this table. I'll give you 4 minutes for that, starting now. Kushal, no, it is not Sudoku type, but you can somewhat say that yes, Sudoku type ho sakta hai, but not exactly Sudoku. Mohan, that's nice. If you have done this type of question, so I am expecting you to quickly solve and give me the answer for this one. Okay. All of you, please post done in the chat box once you are done solving this set. Okay, all of you. Now read each and every statement carefully. Now visit all these conditions one by one. This is the key of solving these questions. Now visit all the conditions one by one. Extract every information, extract all the information from that statement, fill in the values, move on to the next statement and do the same thing. In case you are unable to extract anything from any statement, then leave that statement, move on to the next one and keep moving in the cyclic order. Okay. So if you are unable to extract anything, if you are unable to determine anything from one statement, leave that and you can revisit that statement later on. Okay. So it's not that you will have to consider all these statements in a sequence. ठीक है, तो जरूरी नहीं है सीक्वेंस में ही जाना है, right? Okay, 2 more minutes and then we will begin with the discussion. I hope you are able to fill at least some of the information, some of the numbers in this table. Okay, 1 more minute. Prasant, you are talking about E statement. Asim is the only one who got the maximum possible number of marbles of one of the colors that anyone can get. Prasant, if I'll give you the meaning of this statement, if I'll give you the extract of this statement, then there will be nothing left. Okay, so please wait for a few moments and I'll tell you this statement in Hindi if you understand. So out of the 5 people, English में ही बोलते हैं, चलो थोड़ा सा elaborate कर देता हूँ. Out of the five people, Asim is the only one who got, so it is only Asim who has the maximum possible number of marbles of any of the colors that anyone can get. So nobody other than Asim has got the maximum number of marbles of any of the colors. Yes, Kush, I understand 4 minutes बहुत कम है. So on that note, I'll give you 2 more minutes. ठीक है, Kush? Happy? So I was checking how many of you are actually solving it. So it seems that Kush is at least one person who is solving this set. Because I know that 4 minutes are less. 6 to 7 minutes should be the average time that one will take to solve this one. So I'll give you 2 more minutes. That means a total of 6. Yes, Sonali, of one of the colors. Yes. So that means Asim will get the maximum of only one color, only one of the colors, not two, not three, right? Okay, Tanushri is done. Tanushri is done. Very good, Tanushri. So 1 more minute is all you have. So Tanushri, meanwhile, Tanmay is also done. On the application, I can see that Tanmay is also done. So Tanushri and Tanmay, two students, you have still a few more minutes, seconds, so you can cross-check, verify whatever you have done. So two students are already done. So it is evident that Nikhil is also done. Satakshi is also done. Very good. So it is evident that this much time is enough to solve this one. So I will start with the solution. So all of you focus now. Please drop your pens and listen to whatever I'm explaining. The proper way of solving these questions. Now I was saying that this line is important. The number of marbles of every color is distinct for all the five people. So number of marble of every color. So for yellow, the number of marbles will be distinct. So vertically the numbers will be distinct. Horizontally they can be same, right? This is what they have mentioned. The following table has the partial information about the distribution of marbles among the friends. Okay. Now the total number of red and blue marbles are prime numbers. So total number of red is prime. Okay. So this number red should be prime and blue should be prime. All right, the first statement. Now it will be better if you will write or if you'll write all these statements in the shorter way, in terms of equations or in terms of numbers or whatever, so that you don't have to read all these statements again and again. So first statement A, I've written prime is red, blue is prime. Okay, so red and blue are prime numbers. I'll not read first statement anymore. Second statement, the total number of blue marbles is the average of the total number of yellow and green marbles. So that means yellow plus green marbles should be equal to twice the number of blue marbles, right? This is another thing that I have made. Now, since I'm talking about the equations, it is given that the total number of marbles is 100. So I can say that yellow plus green plus red plus blue is equal to 100. Okay. Now, if I'll substitute yellow plus green here from the first equation. So red plus 3 blue is equal to 100 is what I will get from these two equations. All right, I hope all of you are clear with this. So I have substituted the value of y plus g, yellow plus green is equal to 2 blue in the second equation, and I've got this equation. Now this equation is in red and blue. So red plus 3 blue is equal to 100. Red and blue are prime numbers. Okay, red and blue are prime numbers. And now if I'll read the next statement, statement C. The number of marbles of each color is at least 20. Fine. So at least 20. So that means the number of red marbles and the number of blue marbles are the prime numbers greater than or equal to 20. So R and B का जो value होगा, it has to be greater than or equal to 20 and it has to be prime number. Fine. So I will check for the prime numbers above 20. So can the value of R, so first prime number above 20 is 23. If R is 23, then the value of blue will be 100 minus 23, that is 77. 77 divided by 3. Now 77 divided by 3 is not an integer. Whole number ही नहीं है तो prime तो क्या ही होगा. So R cannot be 23. Next prime number, it is 29. So can the value of R be 29? So if R is 29, blue will be 100 minus 29, that is 71 divided by 3. Again, 71 divided by 3 is not a natural number. Now I'll go for the next higher value of red, another prime number. So 31 is the next prime number. So if R is 31, the value of B will be 100 minus 31, that is 69 upon 3, which is 23. So 31 and 23 both are prime numbers, right? If I'll go above 31, if I'll take any prime number above 31, the value of B will be below 20. Fine. So I will not move ahead. No other value will satisfy as well. ठीक है. So अगर मैं 37 consider करता हूँ, the value of R will be 63 upon 3, that is 21, which is not a prime number. Okay, so likewise you will not get any other value. So number of red marbles will be 31 and number of blue marbles will be 23. Okay, this is what I have got up till now. Okay, now look at the number of blue marbles. I have 9 and 7 in the table for the number of blue marbles and the sum is 23. So the number of blue marbles with the remaining 3 people will be 23 minus 9 minus 7. 23 minus 9 minus 7, that means 7. Okay, now 7 should be the sum of these 3 numbers. So in how many ways I can write 7 as the sum of 3 numbers which are starting from 1 up till 10. So 7 can be written as the sum of 3 distinct. अच्छा, important क्या था? ये numbers distinct होने चाहिए. Because I've already known that vertically the numbers should be distinct. Okay, so 7 can be written as the sum of 3 distinct numbers in only one way. 1 plus 2 plus 4. Okay, right? So 7 is equal to 1 plus 2 plus 4. So these 3 values that I will substitute here should be among 1, 2 and 4. All right, this is one thing. Clear? आगे चलते हैं. Now look at the number of red marbles. The number of red marbles total is 31. 3 with Abhiroop and 2 with Abhigyan. That means 5 are already gone. So from 31, if 5 are gone, I'm left with 26. So number of marbles with Anukul, Asim and Anjani is 26. Now how can I write 26 as the sum of 3 distinct numbers which are less than or equal to 10? 10 is the maximum number that should be given. Now 26 can be written as 10 plus 9 plus 7. There is only one way of writing 26 as the sum of 3 numbers which are distinct and they should be less than or equal to 10. There is no other way. All right. So at these 3 places for the red color, the numbers will be 7, 9 or 10. So these are the 3 numbers that will be filled in these columns in any order. Right now I am not sure about the order. Okay, all right. अभी तक I believe सब कुछ ठीक चल रहा है. Okay, now let's move ahead. I will go back to one of the equations which is y plus g, yellow plus green is equal to twice of blue. Now I will erase something जो भी मैंने note कर लिया है वो मैं erase कर देता हूं. ठीक है. Now this session will be available on YouTube as well as our application. So you can watch the recording of this session as well whenever you want to. Now y plus g is 2 blue. So yellow plus green is twice of blue. Blue is already 23. So twice of 23 is 46. Okay. Now number of marbles of each color is at least 20. So अब possibilities क्या क्या हो सकती हैं? 20 plus 26, 22 plus 24, 24 plus 22, 26 plus 20. So these can be the four possibilities for yellow plus green, yellow and green. Okay, right? Because one of the equations, one of the statements that you can see is the total number of yellow marbles is even. So अगर number of yellow marbles एक even number है, तो number of green marbles भी एक even number होना चाहिए, because the sum is 100. Already these two will add up to 54, which is an even number. Okay, so the sum is 46 for yellow and green. One of the numbers is even, the other has to be even to make the sum even number. Fine. So F statement, using F statement, I can write the possibilities for the number of yellow and green marbles. So there are four possibilities that I can see. Okay. चलिए अब थोड़ा सा रुकते हैं and we'll try to fill in some of the values. Okay. Now Asim is the only one who got the maximum possible number of marbles. What can be the maximum possible number of marbles that anyone can get? It is 10. Okay. Now Asim is the only one who has got 10 marbles of one of the colors that anyone can get. So 10 marbles Asim ko mile hain. So out of these three numbers, 7, 9 and 10, I can say that Asim will get a 10 in red. So Asim will get 10 red marbles. क्लियर? यहाँ पे कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है. So असीम के लिए यहाँ पे 10 आ गया. Done. Okay. Now let's move ahead and try to look at the other two numbers for Asim. Now 10 and 7, 17. Total is 27. So the sum of these two numbers should be equal to 10. अब इन दोनों का sum 10 होना चाहिए. I may have different possibilities, so I will not look at it right now. Clear? Now, one statement is left, that is statement D. The number of green marbles with Abhigyan, is more than the number of blue marbles with him. All right. Now, total number of marbles with Abhigyan is 12, 1 yellow, 2 red. Okay. So 3 marbles are gone. Out of the remaining 9, it is given that green is more than blue. So possibilities can be 5, 4. Okay. 6, 3, 7, 2, 8, 1. So 9 can be written as the sum of two numbers in these four possible ways such that the number of green marbles is greater than the number of blue marbles. Wait, I will get myself removed from here so that all of you can see whatever I am doing as a part of rough work. Okay, so 9 can be written as the sum of two numbers in these four possible ways such that one of the numbers is greater than the other numbers, right? Okay, now let's check which of the following possibilities can come here. Okay, let's check for the possibilities. Now 8, 1. Can I put 8 here and 1 here? Wait, I'll change the color of the pen so that you will be able to identify where am I writing. Okay, so can I put 8 here and 1 here? No, I cannot do that because 8 is already written here. So 8, 1 is not possible. Okay. Now 7, 2, is it possible? Let's check. 7 here and 2 here. Yes, it is possible. 6, 3. If I'll put 6 and 3, let's check it out. So यहाँ पे तो check कर लिया. 6, 3. Now 6, 3 will not be possible because of the reason. I'll tell you the reason. Now 3 is not a possible number that can come at any of the places. So 6, 3 is also not possible. Next is 5, 4. Yes, right now it is possible. Okay, so I have already eliminated two of the possibilities. दो possibilities को मैंने हटा दिया बिल्कुल. ठीक है? Done. Next, what can I do here? Okay, so people are saying 6-3 is not possible, 8-1 is not possible. Okay, मैंने already eliminate कर दिया. ठीक है? So people have mentioned 6-3 and 8-1 not possible. Okay. All right. Number of green marbles should be even. Yes, ये भी लिखा हुआ है. So people are writing some comments. Okay, चलो. So now I'll read your comments. Now tell me what should I do ahead. अब इसके आगे क्या करना है? Anyone? Okay, चलिए. Now, I think none of you is able to tell. Now look at these numbers where I have put tick. Now what should be the sum of these numbers? Look at horizontally. Now, number of marbles with Anjani should be 21, out of which 2 yellow and 8 green are already given. So number of marbles left is 11. Okay, number of marbles is left is 11. So इन दोनों का sum क्या होना चाहिए? 11 होना चाहिए. ठीक है? Now, I cannot write 10 here. So it cannot be 10 comma 1, right? Possible नहीं है. Okay. Now 11 sum कैसे बनाना है? 7, 8, 7, 9 and 10 are the numbers available here. 10 not available. So 7 and 9 available है. So I can write it as 7 plus 4 or 9 plus 2. ठीक है? So 7 plus 4 or 9 plus 2, this is what I can write. So which one should I be writing? 7 2 is not possible because 7 2 to okay, so 7 2 is not possible because 2 is also there now. Okay. Where are you saying? नहीं, 7 2 तो possible है ना? कुश, 7 2 is possible for अभिज्ञान. Vertically same नहीं होने चाहिए, horizontally same हो सकते हैं. Okay. So vertically same नहीं होने चाहिए, horizontally same हो सकता है. So 7 2 can also be available. It is available here. Okay. All right. Anyone would like to comment on any of these numbers? So अभिज्ञान, कुश, yes, कुश, मैं अभिज्ञान की ही बात कर रहा था. Okay, चलिए. Now अब एक बहुत बेसिक सी चीज है जो आप देख सकते हो. Now for अनुकूल, here 9 plus 2 is 11. Total is 21. So remaining 10 marbles, right? Now how can I write 10 using 7 or 9? So I can write 7 and 3 here, or I can write 9 and 1 here. Can I write 1 here for Anukul? No, I cannot. Okay? So I'm checking for Anukul. Now for Anukul, the number of remaining marbles is 10. So 10 can be written as either 3 plus 7, or it can be written as 1 plus 9. Right? 1 is already there for Anukul in yellow. So I cannot write 1 here. So it has to be 3 plus 7. So 3 plus 7 plus 2 plus 9 will be 21. So 7 is gone. 7 is gone from red marbles. So for Anjani, the number of red marbles has to be 9. So for Anjani, the number of blue marbles has to be 2. All right, clear? So ये sorted है, Anjani is sorted and Anukul is sorted. Okay. Now if they are sorted, I can say that for Abhigyan, I cannot use 7,2. Okay. So Abhigyan के लिए 7,2 use नहीं कर सकते because Anjani has already a 2 in blue color. So only thing that is left for Abhigyan is 5,4. So Abhigyan is also sorted from here. Okay, I will remove Abhigyan from here. Done. Now look at the vertical line for blue color. Okay. So 4 and 2 are used. The only number which is left is 1. I will put a 1 here. Now for Abhiroop horizontally, look at Abhiroop horizontally, right? So total number of marbles is 19, 8, 3 and 1. 12 marbles are already given. So 7 marbles will be given to him of green color. Okay? Done. Now I'm left for Asim. So Asim का बचा हुआ है यहाँ पे. Now for Asim, what can be these marbles? Okay, let's check it out. Now total number of marbles with Asim is 27. 10 and 7, 17 marbles are already given. Okay, so I have to give him 10 marbles, right? Now to give him 10 marbles, so what all I can do? Now here, if you look at the number of yellow marbles, can I say that the number of yellow marbles minimum 20 तो होनी चाहिए? 3 plus 8 is 11, plus 1 12, plus 2 14. 14 is the sum here. So minimum 6 marbles has to be given to Asim. Minimum 6 marbles होने चाहिए. To make the sum even, it can be either 8 or it can be 10. But 10 cannot be used. Also 8 cannot be used because Abhiroop has already 8 yellow marbles. So I am left with only one number that I can fill at this place, which is equal to 6. Okay, so 6 can be filled at this place. So I will have 4 corresponding to green marbles for Asim. All right. So it will be 6 and 4 respectively for Asim in yellow and green. And hence I can say that the total number of yellow marbles for Asim, sorry, the total number of yellow marbles will be 20 and total number of green marbles will be 26, as you can add these numbers. All right. So that is it. It is done. So Rohit and Prasant have already written as 6 and 4 respectively as these two numbers. So this is it about this set. Okay. So now if you look at some of the questions related to this set. Now, which of the following is the sum? So all of you please tell me, which of the following is the sum of the numbers of yellow, green, red and blue marbles with Asim, Abhiroop, Anukul and Anjani respectively? The sum of yellow, green, red and blue with Asim, Abhiroop, Anukul and Anjani. Yes. So number of yellow marbles with Asim. Yellow with Asim is 6. Number of green with Abhiroop. With Abhiroop, number of green. Red with Anukul. Red with Anukul. And blue with Anjani. So blue with Anjani, where it is this one. So just add these numbers. 6 plus 7 plus 7 plus 2. So that is, yes, any answer? So it will be 22 and that will be the correct answer for this question. All right. I hope you will be able to answer all these 5 questions now. हो जाएगा. What is the total number of green marbles the 5 friends have? How many yellow marbles does Anukul have? What is the minimum number of blue marbles? Who has the minimum number of blue marbles? As compared to the number of green marbles with Abhigyan, the number of red marbles with Asim is how much? Right? So I hope you will be able to answer all these questions once you can see the complete table. Okay? All right. Okay. So Nakush, you need to increase your speed if you are able to solve these sets in 15 minutes. Okay? So maximum time that you must be taking is 8 to 10 minutes. Fine. In CAT examination also, if you are able to decode this set, let's say in 10 minutes, then that is fine because you will have 5 questions in front of you to deal with. Okay? चलिए. तो आगे चलते हैं. Let's look at the next set. I am skipping all these questions. And let's move on to practice set number 2 for the day. All right, I hope all of you are ready for practice set number 2. Let's have a look at it now. So again, the information will be given to you on two different slides. This is slide number 1. Quickly read all the information, and then on the next slide you will have information. The first slide is not at all relevant, so you can just quickly go through. The next two slides will be important. So let's read it out. In 2022, ABC College of Engineering has announced the Student of the Year competition, which has two steps: prelims and final. Prelim stage comprised of overall academic excellence in 5 trimesters of the coursework. When the results of the prelims were announced, it was found that only 5 students qualified to compete in the final stage of this competition. In the final stage, there are 5 rounds of extracurricular activities wherein the students could score from 1 to 10. So this set is similar, somewhat similar to what we have done. Now these 5 extracurricular activities are these 5, okay, which are given. The student with maximum points across the 5 rounds would be considered as winner and will take the trophy. Okay, so not at all relevant information. So they are saying that there are 5 students and they will be competing where there are 5 rounds. The marks given to them is from 1 to 10. Okay, so now let's go to the relevant information. So at the end of these 5 rounds of competitions, when the jury asked for the scorecard to find out the final winner, the scorer informed them that due to some technical glitches, some entries have been deleted and jury was presented the following table. Okay, so jury was given this incomplete table. So these are 5 people as you can see, and these are the 5 rounds, and the scores of these 5 people in these 5 rounds are given. On the right hand side, you can see some of the totals and a lot of values are missing on this. Okay, so now I'll be taking you to the final slide of this question where you will see some conditions using which you will have to fill this complete table. However, the scorer has made the following observations. No two students have scored equal points in the same round. Okay, in the same round, no two students have scored equal points. So they have made it very clear that vertically the numbers will be different. The numbers will be different vertically. Okay. So you are given this incomplete table. What you have to do, you know. So I'll give you another 5 minutes. You must give your 100% to this one. Now, the level of difficulty of these questions, I would say that they are above moderate, somewhere near to higher level of difficulty. Now, I may not be able to give you plenty of time, lot of time. I cannot give you 15 minutes to solve this. Okay. The agenda is understanding a proper way of dealing with such questions. All the information should be in front of you, not in terms of words, but in terms of numbers. Prasan says this one is easier than the previous one. Prasant, if you'll practice questions of this type, then you'll start feeling confident and the questions will keep on getting easier for you at every step. Okay, now let us start slowly dealing with the statements one by one. Now, first of all, no student, no two students have scored equal points in the same round. So that means vertically the values should be different. Clear? Keep in mind. Statement number one, Vahisha has scored an odd number of points in case study. So case study, the number is odd. Fine. Second point, Arnav's total score was a multiple of 8 and it was the least among the all. So total score of Arnav is a multiple of 8 and it has to be the lowest among all of them. Okay. So it should be less than 29. So multiples of 8 less than 29 are 8, 16 and 24. These are the only three multiples. So can you tell me out of the three scores, what is the possible total score for Arnav? 8, 16 and 24. These are the multiples of 8 below 29. So out of these three, which one is the possible score? 8, 16 or 24? Now, if you'll read statement number 5, it says that none of the missing scores were less than 4. So all the missing scores should be either greater than or equal to 4. So if I'll put minimum 4, 4, 4 and 4 here, 4, 4, 4, 4 is 16, 16 plus 7 is 23. So minimum it should be 23. It cannot be less than 23. So 8 and 16 cannot be these values. Okay, so it has to be 24. Almost all of you are absolutely correct. So this number will be 24. And this is the lowest among all of them. That means Sanvi should have the number more than 24. Okay, Sanvi should have the number more than 24. Also, Avanya won the competition. So Avanya is maximum. So this is maximum and Arnav is minimum. Okay, so 35 is maximum and 24 is minimum, right? Now look at the score of Arnav. 7 and then none of these values are given and the sum should be 24. So 24 minus 7 is 17. Okay, 17 is for Arnav in the remaining 4. Now, since each of these should be having a minimum value of 4. So for Arnav, how can I make 17? 17 can be made in only one possible way. 4 plus 4 plus 4 plus 5. Okay? So 17 एक ही तरीके से बन सकता है 4 plus 4 plus 4 plus 5. So out of the 4 missing values for Arnav, three of these values should be 4, 4 and 4. Okay? And one of the values should be 5. Now in business quiz round, it cannot be 5 because Sanvi has already got 5. So in business quiz round, it has to be 4. Clear? Okay, यहाँ पे तो 4 आना ही चाहिए. Rest 5 can be at any other place. Check करेंगे बाद में, देखा जाएगा. Okay, so this will be 4. The other 3 values will be 4, 4 and 5 in any order. ठीक? Okay. Now, third point, there is no tie between any two students in the overall total points. So overall total points of the students should be distinct numbers. Okay. Then point number 4, Vagisha has scored same points in the following rounds. So Vagisha has scored X and X equal points in these 2 rounds. This is odd, right? That's it. Okay. So this is the information that we have in our hand. Clear? Now let's have a look at the questions one by one. Right? Now look at question number 6. If Avanya scores 5 points in B plan competition round and the sum of 2 of the 3 missing values for Raghav is a prime number, then which possibility is correct? There are 3 possibilities which are given. So some more information is given in the question, and using this information we'll have to find out which of the 3 possibilities is correct. Okay, so these are possibilities. Fine, so let's check it out. Okay, now if Avanya scores 5 points in B plan, Avanya scores 5 points in B plan. Okay, so if this is 5, 5 cannot be here, so I'll have to put a 4 here, and 4 or 5 will come at these places. Okay. Next, the sum of 2 of the 3 missing values for Raghav is a prime number. Now for Raghav is at the bottom. Sum of 2 of the 3 missing values is a prime number. Now Raghav already has a 3 and a 10, that is 13 out of 29. So that means Raghav is left with 16. Okay. Raghav is left with 16. So out of these 3, the sum of any 2 of them will be a prime number. ठीक है? Clear है? Okay. So let's check it out, the possibilities. Now, possibility 1, Raghav has scored 5 points in case study analysis. Case study analysis, can Raghav score 5 points? Now, if Raghav will score 5 here, so Arnav can score 4 in the case study analysis, no problem at all. Okay. And in extempo round, Arnav will score a 5. Okay, no problem at all. Okay. Now, after that, for Raghav, the sum of any 2 of them should be a prime number. Okay, the sum of any 2 of them should be a prime number. So I believe that will not be a problem for Raghav, because you can put any of the other numbers at this place. So यहाँ पे 5 है अगर, okay, so 16 is gone, from 16 5 is gone, so that means the sum of the remaining 2 comes out to be 11. Okay, so remaining 2 का sum 11 हो गया. 11 is very much possible as the sum of other 2, right? So the first possibility is absolutely fine, it can be true. Look at the second possibility. Raghav has scored 5 points in debate round. चलो और सब erase कर देते हैं. 5 points in debate round. Yes, he can score 5 points here. Raghav cannot score 5 in B plan competition. 5 यहाँ पे नहीं आ सकता. 5 can be case study, 5 can be debate. So second possibility is also fine. The third possibility, Raghav has scored 4 points in debate round. I'm sorry. Raghav has scored 4 in debate round. Is it possible? Let's check it out. So if he will score 4, in debate. Okay, then the other two have 12. The sum is not prime, but 4 को use करके क्या मैं prime number बना सकता हूं? Yes, I can put a 7 here. 7 is possibility, right? Yes, it is possibility. So 7 and 4 is 11, and then 5 can be kept here. Okay, so I can say that the third possibility can also be correct. All right, so the correct answer for this question will be option D, that all the possibilities can be true. All right, I hope I am clear to all of you. Okay, now let's check the second question, the seventh question. I will erase everything from here, and let's erase all the irrelevant data from here. Okay, now let's move on to look at the last question for the day. All of you be attentive. Okay, now Badri, you are saying Raghav cannot score 5 in debate. Let's have a debate on that. So you are saying that he cannot score 5 in debate. Why can't? If I'll put 5 here, 7 here, okay, or like anything, 7 and 4 here. So 5 for case analysis for Raghav, for Arnav will be there. So yes, I believe Raghav can easily score 5 in debate round. Okay, चलिए erase कर देता हूं मैं again irrelevant data, and let's look at the last question for the day. Question number 7. Choose the correct pair of possibilities. Raghav scored 8 points in debate round. So we'll have to find out which of these possibilities are possible. Okay, fine. Now Raghav has 8 in debate round. So if Raghav will score 8 in debate round, okay, the total remaining of 16, the remaining is 8. So remaining 8 will be in the other two rounds. Okay, so minimum 4 hona chahiye. So Raghav will score a 4 here and 4 here, because remaining 8 can only be divided in one way, such that a minimum of 4. So yahan pe tha na condition number 5. So Raghav will score a 4 in B plan as well as case study. Can Raghav score 4 in B plan? No, 4 is already used for Arnav. So Raghav cannot score 4 in B plan, and hence Raghav cannot get 8 in debate round. ठीक है? Fine. So the first possibility is not true. Clear? So first possibility is not true. So option A and option D can be eliminated. साथ साथ option B eliminate करते रहते हैं ना. ठीक है? Now I'll check possibility number 2. After checking possibility number 2, I will be clear with the answer. I will not go ahead. Now possibility number 2, let's move back and remove whatever I have written here for Raghav. Possibility number 2, Vagisha's score in extempore round is twice of Arnav in the same round. Vagisha in extempore is twice that of Arnav. So that means they are saying that Vagisha will either score 8 or 10 in this round. Okay? 8 or 10 in this round. So let's assume that Vagisha scores 8 in this round. So if this is 8, this is also 8. Done. 8 plus 8 plus 8 is 24. 9 is left. If this is odd, it will be 5, and this one will be 4. If this is 4, I'll explain it again. So 8, 8 and 8, 24 out of 33. Okay, 24 out of 33. That means 9 is left for these two numbers. Now 9, I have to write it as the sum of two numbers such that minimum value is 4. So it can be done in only one way, 4 plus 5. In case study, Vagisha scored an odd number of points, so it will be 5 here and 4 in business quiz round. Now if Vagisha has 4 in business quiz, Arnav also has 4, which is not possible because two of the scores should not be same. So Vagisha cannot score 8 in this round. Fine. Now another number, 10. So 10 and 10. ठीक है, ऐसे चलते हैं, यहाँ पे odd होना चाहिए. So if 10 and 10 and 8, three numbers, so it is 28. Now 28 is gone out of 33. That means 5 is left. Now 5 cannot be the sum of two numbers whose minimum value is 4. Minimum 8 to chahiye hi chahiye. Okay. So again, it is not possible. So that means possibility number 2 is also not possible. Okay, so I'll go back. Possibility 2 is wrong. So possibility 2 is wrong. Option B is eliminated. So answer will be option C. Okay, now guys, this is an actual question of IFT 2021. So this question appeared in IFT 2021. Okay, such a wonderful question this one is. Okay, possibility 3 is only the correct possibility. So Vagisha scored 6 points in debate round. Vagisha 6 in debate, 6 here because these two are equal. 6 plus 6 is 12 and 8, 20. 20 is gone out of 33, 13 is left. So I can put a 7 here and a 6 here, which is possible, right? I cannot put 9 here. Can I put 5? Yes, I can put 5 and 8 here, which is also possible. So yes, Vagisha can score 6 in debate round. So that is a correct one. So the correct answer for this question, yes, it is option C. Okay. So we have just seen both the questions of the second set as well. Okay, so we have solved these questions. And that is all from my side for today's session. All right. Now, friends, I hope you would have liked this session. You are liking all these sessions that we are conducting in CAT 2023 crash course. Now, this is the schedule that we'll be following in the upcoming days. Okay. So on 27th of October, we will have a session from Saral sir where he'll tell you how to score 20 plus marks in algebra. Okay, getting parajumbles right. Vikrant sir will be taking a session on 28th of October. Then 30th of October, Saral sir again will be simplifying the arrangements. How to get all number system questions correct. I'll be coming up with this session on 31st of October. So this is the list of all the upcoming sessions for all of you. Do not forget to join us for CAT 2023 slot-wise detailed analysis on 26th of November. As we do it every year, we'll be doing this year as well. We'll be having a slot-wise analysis immediately after any slot is over for CAT examination. So friends, that is all from my side for this session. I hope you have liked this session. You can follow us on all these social media platforms. Thank you for all of you for being a part. We'll see you again